All right, here we go. Now, normally I'm like, hey, when I have my smoke session, it's either to calm my brain in the morning when I wake up, or at night, it's so I can ease my brain so I can go to sleep. But so when I just came on my live, I said, you know what, Danny, just say goodnight and go on and go to bed, and that's it. Then I said, nope, nope, because that's not even really what I want to say. Of course, I want to say goodnight. I'll say that when I'm done. But what I really want to say, what's up, Amber Channel? What up, sis? What I really want to say is, hey, y'all, no matter what's going on, when it comes to stuff like this morning, me truly listening to Terry Lynn, I'm like, that's sad. But I know how real that is. I know how real it is to give up. Hey, Susan, I'm back. I almost said, and I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. But no, but seriously, I'm back. But when I see stuff like that, that really bothers me. But what I was happy to see was to see people come on there and give love and, tell her what it is she means to them and everything else. Those are good things. I like that kind of stuff. But this whole other stuff, and when I say other stuff, hey, if you calling out the fake, with it. If you standing on the bullshit, with it. Everything else, but things go too far. So to me, when it comes to somebody coming in my house that I let in my house, not a burglar, not a, you know what I mean, a thief in the night, not somebody who I just stabbed, you know what I mean, or shaded or whatever. Not that, but somebody I let in my house that I laughed with, that I joked with, that I trusted that my children would say, but that's wrong. That's wrong. And if you come in my house trying to video anything, what you looking for? The good or the bad? That's what I would be wondering. And so I can understand that kind of invasion of anybody's privacy, making them feel unsafe, making them feel bad. And the problem with us as humans is when somebody done wrong, we too busy worrying about what they've done rather than thinking about what's being done. Because who knows? I might have done some messed up shit in my life over and over again. And finally, something might hit me that changed me. So you never know, but that's the problem. We don't take people's like feelings in consideration. And all this, if I'm here, I must mean that. If I'm doing this, I must mean that. No, I don't. People have a right to go where they want. You know who messy people are. You know when people do messed up stuff or shady stuff, or they just want to be in the heart of the action. You know. And it's that simple. It's that simple. Instead of us trying to figure out what somebody else thinking, wonder why you there. Don't worry about me. If we both spill a glass of milk, don't run over the porch to clean mine up. Clean yours up. And that's what people should do. And know what you stand for. And that's it. And if you know that, you're good. You're good. Like I tell you, it's many a times people done told me, oh, such and such so good. You could trust them. You could this, you could that, you could this. They weren't. They were wolves in sheep's clothing. They were shady. They were snakes. They were snakes, but they knew how to play the game. And I've met people, hey G5, I've met people that people have called trash, the bottom, the worst. And really, they weren't. They were some of the greatest people I met. So I don't go off that. And all of us, sorry y'all, I'm eating these gummy worms. And all of us have a purpose. My purpose is nobody else's. So for me to sit up and tell somebody how they should live and what they should do and how they should be, I could never do that. You know why? Because their purpose ain't mine. Period. So there's a lot of that on here. There's a lot of that. I'm going to tell you what to do and not tell you what to do. So when I see freedom to make your own choice, whatever, I'm with it. When I see people that are their own person, so I'm not just talking about you, but I won't talk about you. I say something about you, but not you. I'm not with that. When I see you stand up or whatever you say, if you say this wrong, you standing everywhere, I'm with it. If you breaking it down, I'm with it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, enemies on here, please, please. I don't want it. They don't want it. I don't want it. So even when I say that, that's not calling it out. That's just speaking facts. I don't want it. I got real enemies in this world. And when I say that, I ain't talking, please. Some people that's mad or whatever. No. I'm talking about real enemies, things that are taking us down. Those are the enemy. Those are the only enemies I'm fighting. You know what I mean? Because when it's all said and done, I got to know what I stood for. I got to find my purpose and stand in it. So that's what I'm going to do. I can't speak for nobody else. Yeah. It's sad. And here's the thing, Susan. The sad thing is most of us are already at the edge. It's like we're at what's the one? The Grand Canyon. It's like we're at the Grand Canyon standing at the edge. And anything could push you there. You're already there. Because if you weren't there, it's no way you'd even get in there. See, I got feelings, so I'm gonna always, think about how somebody felt about it. I can have empathy, I can have sympathy, you know what I mean? I know the difference between the two. And so I'm always gonna have that. And I'm always gonna have that part of me that understands what it's like to have something that happens take me to the place that started it. That started where I don't want this kind of thing done to me. That started this this feeling. Everyone's feeling, everybody's thing is different. It's just like if people keep messing with you, one day you just get to a point like, hey, I'm done. Now I'm just gonna fight. Now I'm just gonna fight. So you can see that side. But what you'll never do again is what you're doing now. I understand that. I've been there. I could still go there. You know what I mean? So like I said, right now, there's nothing that's making me say, "Oh, you want to test my card? You want to test my gangster?" Like nothing, nothing. I've seen too much. I've seen too much. I've seen less turn to more than I've ever seen more make less. And if that make any sense to you, it does. If it don't, it don't. But I've seen that. I've seen bad win more than I've seen good. I've been there. Please. I've seen trying to be right and only getting wrong. I've been there. I've been there. Man, cause that. Whatever it may be, but I've been there. So when I watch something, I could truly watch it and think like, what I'm gonna get out of this. When I say what's the end game, it's in every situation. And even when I have feelings for people, I have to let them solve their thing. It's like as a woman, when you go tell somebody that they made they cheating or whatever else, and then they stay with that person. And now it's you that's the awkward person in this situation. So sometimes you got to sit back and let some things unfold. But I'm always going to let you know that I'm there. And sometimes people going to go completely to separate ways from each other. And this is in each situation. Because so when I see something happen on YouTube, I think about it in life, not just in that situation in YouTube. Like in life, how it feels to be betrayed by a friend or so-called friend or somebody you trusted or somebody you brought in your house, did something like steal out your house or whatever it may be, got into a fight in your house, cussed you out in your house. Any kind of disrespect in my home. Because see, my home is my safe haven. It's that safety place I have. But on YouTube, it's almost like, let me interfere with all your safe havens and then see how sane you'll stay. But that's a dangerous game. It really is. It's just like when you talk about getting a license to conceal and carry, and they say that if you have any kind of mental checks, you don't. You know how many people just don't go check themselves in? So they're not getting the help they need to protect themselves. It's the things we're doing, you know what I mean? When I say we, I'm not even talking about that situation as a whole. I'm talking about the most important part of it, the invasion of privacy, the invasion of my space, the invasion of trust. That's bogus. And all of us got a story if we want to tell it about how somebody did that to you. Now, of course, if I tell a story, it's going to be somebody I trusted and I knew them long, but I knew them in here in this world. But it's hard to trust people in the world. So you know how hard it is to trust somebody that you met on the internet? And I trust them enough to let them in my home. So if I'm willing to do that, that's what I told y'all. We all got walls. You don't have a wall in front of you. You got walls, many. And the closer they get to you, they almost see, they're glass. You can see through them. But the farther they are from you, they're bricks. They're steel. They're metal. Whatever. You know what I mean? And even when you get to the glass, it's the kind of glass they have at a Subway. It's the kind of glass, the Subway in the hood, it's the kind of glass they have at a currency exchange. You know what I mean? It's thick. It's thick. And the more people see things like this, the people who were letting their guards down so they could finally live life. Because let me tell you something. When them guards up, you can't live life. You can't. Because you don't trust. You don't believe. You don't love the way you should. You don't receive love that's given to you and it's real. When you got the walls up, I promise you this, when you got your walls up, fake love seem real. You know why? Because it really makes no sense. And right now, nothing really makes sense because what you thought it should be or how people should do you or how people should act, they don't. They don't. You say, man, I'm there for you. I call you, I do this, I do that, and they don't give it back. But that's who you love and that's who you care about. And that's in the real world. So on here, and that's why I tell everybody, we got to love ourselves first. Because the more love I got in me, the more love I can give out, I can receive, and I can see past the bullshit. Like I can see completely past it. I can see past the fight. I can see through the walls. You know what I mean? I can feel what you're crying for. And then when it's something that I'm still crying for, I can feel it too. I know what it is. I know that place. Like I said, that's what's wrong with people. You try to be good and people think that make you fake. Have these so-called bad people fake. They frugazis. This an act. They seen a couple of movies, took a couple of scenes. You know what I mean? They wouldn't bust a water gun at a beach party. I mean, it's that simple. Or bust a water balloon. You know what I mean? But hey, they can act like it. They can sell you everything. And then the realest people will be in your face. Putting the game on you. And you're like, they fake. They got a secret agenda. They must have a motive. Yeah, a motive for change. That's what I got. And here's the thing. Can I do it alone? Nope. But the part I got to do, I have to do alone. I have to. That's real life. I never met nobody from the gutter, from the bottom, who want the same for the next. Whether that's the next generation, whether that's their children, they don't want that. They don't want that. It's people who don't realize the war they started, who sit back and wish for old days, wish to go back to what it used to be. How about we start by going back to a place where subscribers can be safe enough to say what, you know what I mean? Say what they want to say respectfully. Say hello. And just because they're in a chat doesn't mean they are whatever. They're just there. They're just there. You know what I mean? If I'm at a place and if something goes wrong or it gets violent or all this type of stuff, does that mean I'm part of it? Now, somebody who's there might be part of it. But does it mean I am? No. I came because that's where I want to come. And what happened is what happened. And it would have happened whether I was there or whether I wasn't. When you're a part of, that means without me, it can't go on. Hey, Ren Rock. Hey, G5. Hey, Big C. Hey, Big C. Hey, everybody. You know, these badass. But yeah. Sorry, I didn't even put the comments up because, once again, that attention deficit. I'll read something and get what I was going to say. But yeah. This feeling like you can't say anything, or I got to be careful what I say. Well, I'm free to say whatever I want. And I know how to do it respectfully. And I know how to know at the end of what I said, if you got a problem, you chose to have one. And you would have had it if I got here and said nothing. You would have decided it was about you, whatever. I'm speaking in general. I'm speaking in wholes. Everybody is somebody. And it's some people who don't even realize how much there are people who care, because all they know is all the people who don't. So we have to do better. If making you tough or making you feel good, anybody is making somebody want to end their life, not just say it because it has shock value, but truly mean it, then you really nobody. You really nobody. You're not tough. That's not cool. And I would hate for anybody to think that's cool. It's not. And I think about subscribers like I think about young kids who don't want to go to school, who are scared to speak, who no one is listening to. Yes, bad ones out here. Yes, messy ones out here. Yes, this. Yeah. But in a whole, it's good people. And some people losing subscribers and you think it's because you warm with somebody. It's because they just tired. They just want to have a place to go and be able to laugh and joke and be okay, and where there's support, and where it doesn't matter the numbers you have. It's just that I'm here to support you. That's what I'm going to be. That's who I am. The same way I jump on somebody who got this many, I jump on somebody who has this little. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's me and anybody else. Like I said, the more lights we have, the more we can take over the dark. And it'll always be darkness. It'll always be wrong. It'll always be evil. It'll always be drugs. It'll always be homicide. It'll always be these things. But sometimes we're just making them worse, making it more. And that's what I'm saying I want to do better on. And like I said, I know at the end I'm not the only one. I'm not alone. I'm not a person who say, yeah, I can know the mess, I could be the mess, I could have done this. But at the end of the night, can we just have some nice light places, some good clubs you could bend on when you hitting these streets? And that's it. Hey, VT. Hey, Johnny's channel. So that's what I'm talking about. It's just something different, where you understand that there are differences. I don't want everybody to be the same. I don't want everybody talking about the same damn thing. I don't want everybody saying this is the same measure to take to make it somewhere. I want you to know that there are all these lights and all these great people out here, subscribers and creators. And this is YouTube. Forget just windows. It's windows, it's doors. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's so many places to go. It's so many places to go. And sometimes you have to take a break from the bullshit. Hey, because if we just non-stop in bullshit, then that means we ain't resolving nothing. We didn't fix anything. That's all I want to say. Like, that's what I really want to come on here and say. I want to come on here and say that has to be a way. You know what I mean? Hey, I just came in and say hello. Hey, I just came in and say I'm here. Because sometimes for every creator, there are people that truly support you. They truly enjoy you. They truly have love and the best interest for you. But sometimes when you're going through, you're never going to get those lights to shine through because your shit's so messy. It's so dangerous. It's just like Chicago. You heard so much bad about it that everybody's scared to go. Everybody's scared who ain't there, they're scared of it. But it's a beautiful place with some great people. And you could have never got me had I not grew up in Chicago, had I not seen the pain or the struggle. But that's how YouTube is these days. It's like, dang, you got people watching thinking, oh man, I would love to come on there and tell them I love them and I don't want to see them hurt themselves, and it would really bother me. But I don't want to come on and somebody say that I'm doing this for whatever. And they saw me over in Pook Pook chat when I had said good morning. And then, like I said, messy when messy. Let me tell you something. We all adults. If you don't know a messy person until they're in the heart of some shit, then you really need to stay out the shits. You get what I'm saying? Like you in some stuff you shouldn't be in. You bringing knives to gunfights. Like this is not the place for you. Or I'm gonna give you a class messy one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know these the signs of a messy motherfucker. And I hate to curse, but if we keeping it real in it, if it's after your kid's bedtime, then I just want to keep it a buck with you. Content creators out here wondering, should I go to the mess? Should I tell a lie? Should I fake a plane crash? Because they're doing everything. Don't think it's just in this sector. That's why I said I'm generalizing. It's not just one. Come on. The problem bigger than that. People do anything for clout. Hey, Crystal. They'll do anything for clout. Anything for clout. Sorry, I'm reading. See, I start reading. I'm going to say what I'm reading and say what I'm thinking. One track mind, y'all. And that's another thing. You're scared to say what's wrong with you because, hold on. There's all these places on the internet where they're going to go take your problems and punch you in the face with them and beat you down with it. Oh, I said I'm recovering. You're going to make fun of me? Man, like, if this what make you cool, then make me a lame. If this what make you bout it, then I'm never going to New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? If this is what it is, then count me out. You know what I mean? Count me out. Count me out. If the only way I can make it is with my knee in your neck, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not, period. Because see, even, I'm not even going to go into Jussie right now. Because see, that's the thing. Sometimes when we do wrong and nothing happens, we forget that it's real consequences out here. This is a real world out here. But this is more about shining light. So even if to me, you on any kind of creator and you're somebody, then I want to see what a give back is. I want to see what a reach back is. I want to see what a lessons learned is. I want to see that. I want to see that when it comes to your community, you can control that. Because like I said, I can't control no adults. I'm not trying to control no adults. I'm not putting no leashes on you. I'm not, none of that. None of that. But I can control me. And I learned one thing. You'll do somebody how they do themselves. That's what you respect. Because I'm not here I come. Oh, here I come somebody mama. Here come the saint. Here come the prophet. What the? I wish. Because I'd be on here telling you something different. I'm just here to tell you that, like I said, I sat here for the last 2 years and something pulled me in. But as it pulled me, it transformed me in how I could be better, do better, show better. And like I said, when I'm gone, if my grandkids watch it, they should have no reason to be ashamed. Because this fight is for the long run. It's for the next generation. It's for the shorties. Because some of us stuck in our ways. And you can hear the good, feel the good, but the bad will fuel you. Been there too. Been there too. Yeah. It's the truth. You ever in your life had something bad happen and you finally get to sleep if you got to sleep, if you didn't toss and turn all night. But when you wake up, there's a part of you when you first wake up or your brain wakes up that you wish that was a dream. That hopefully that wasn't real. But then you wake up and it's a reality, right? When I'm out here doing stuff, I try to give myself that feeling. So if I haven't done it yet, I can make it a dream. Meaning that it didn't happen. You know what I mean? It was something I dreamed or whatever, but it just didn't happen and not a reality. That's the long and short of what I'm trying to say. I think about it. I might even sit in the chat sometimes and be writing my message. And something say, don't say that. It could be taken wrong. Because I know I'm the type you send a text and I'm thinking about the person sending it, how they speak, how they act. And so now, but for some reason, I'm not just thinking about them as a whole. I'm thinking about them in their words. Like when they, when they think they checking somebody, whatever, I'm thinking that. So now I'm like, wait, are they trying to check me? They trying to check me over this Mickey D's? What's up? They not trying to check me. So when it comes to text, it's not personal. It's just, hey, that's why, hey, don't text me no bad news like somebody passed. That's so, like, that's the world we in, though. We can communicate. I'm telling you my whole story right here in this chat. No, I'm not. I can give you pieces. Matter of fact, I done did it before. You get so deep in what you're saying and let you know, like, that's too many characters. I'm going to need you to rewind that and shorten it. So now I got to speak like the kids. I got to TTY, GP, GP, HD. I don't even know what I just said to you. I don't. Sometimes my kids used to send me a text and I'd have to Google what that shit meant. And that's what I pray for. That's what I pray for. Because one thing I learned is when you're a parent, no matter how good you think it was what you were doing, there comes a day when you think about how you could have did this better. And a grandparent gives you a second chance. This chance, that's why we always say to our grandparents, like, to our grandkids, to our kids, like, hey, they wasn't that lenient on me. Because they learned something different. They learn new ways, you know what I mean? So I pray to be that. I pray to be just any piece of what my mother was, but I know that I have to be who I am. You know what I mean? So that's what I want them to know in the truth, is that I've fought a battle and like I said, I lost the battle, I won the war. You got to know the difference. I spent my whole life fighting the battle. Losing is fighting. I'm talking about fighting. Fighting the battle. Losing. Didn't realize how much I was losing the battle and the war. These days, I say I take losing the battle to win the war. Period. Because that's what's important. That's what brings change. You know what I mean? The war you fighting. Some of us, we calling it wars. It's not even worth arguing about. It's not worth discussing. It's like, hey, let's learn how to move around, because I don't want to spend forever trying to get each other back. I don't want to spend forever explaining all this stuff. And today we talk and these are the problems. And then next week it's a new problem. I don't want to do all that with nobody. Not in real life, not on TV life, not in nothing. I don't want to do that, period. So to me, it's like, let's just learn how to coexist and move around. Move around. Say what you got to say, do what you got to do, and let's get over with. That's how I feel. So whatever it's going to turn to, let's get it over with. All this prolonging it, hold on, let me go get some sidekicks and some flunkies and some. I'm good on all of that. But yeah, I'm all about respect, I'm about respecting people. When I see a bunch of bosses together, you know why they can be cool for the second? Because it's all bosses. When the problem comes, all the people want to be a boss. Think this what a boss do. You know. Please. I'm such a boss. The truth about me is, while y'all reaching for what y'all think are top bosses, I'm reaching for these people that you're not paying attention to. And really, this is the change. This is it. So during the pandemic, you got a whole bunch of YouTubers. Some were those who knew right now I can get popular because I've been trying for years and ain't shit happened, but now I can make it. Then some were those who thought, you know what, I've been watching, now I'm going to come out and do my own thing and I'm going to do it different or do it the same. And then the other one was those who just realized, hey, this is a window and it's something I believe in or something I do, and I'm just going to try it here. That's what you got to understand. But like I said, the ones that shot to the top was the ones that wasn't doing shit before a pandemic. And hey, the numbers went up. You had more people around. And that's a fact in many areas. That's a fact. Check their number. They've been in the game 6 million years. It wasn't new. This was just the break. So, like I said, I just had to come back and say, hey, we got to do better. It's some good content creators that we call them bad or nobodies. It's some good subscribers who aren't even coming out. You don't even know they exist, or they exist and they don't say anything anymore. And not one content creator out here, not one, is anything without these subscribers. Your messy ones, your ride or dies, your loyal ones, your everything, your ones in the bushes. Everybody in the bushes don't dislike you. And believe it or not, the ones who in the bushes coming for hate, they part of your algorithm and your numbers or whatever. They part of that too. But at the end of the night, you can't even get monetized without subscribers. You can get 12 billion watch time hours. Subscribers is a part of this game. And to clump them all in the worst places of what subscribers could be is foolish. It's foolish. They what make it happen. They what can shut you down too. Without them, you're nothing. So at the end, while all these content creators, and if it fits you, it fits you. But while y'all kissing each other's ass, stop. Rinse your mouth in your face and start kissing your subscribers' asses. And if you want to kiss the messy ones' ass, that's what you do. But if not, when I say kiss their ass, respect that. Respect who they are and what they are and what they made you. If you ever got to 100,000, 10,000, 50,000, a million, it's subscribers, not 50,000 content creators you know and you done kicked it with. Know where the power really lies. And you don't own none of them. You don't own them. You don't know them personally unless you build a relationship that's personal. But what you do know is they came, they liked, commented, subscribe, hit a notification bell, checked you out in a live. That's what they did. So if you want to keep thinking about just the messy ones, then I'm going to tell you again. I guarantee you know all the messy ones because you was in that shits with them. Because otherwise, it's going to be some messy ones. Shit, they might have came in. You might have walked up in here and been messy. That's not our relationship. But like I said, at the end of the night, remember, it's subscribers. That's why you'll hear their names and what they support and whatever else, because it's subscribers. That's what make this boat go. That's what make this ship, you know what I'm saying? That's the fuel for this airplane, whatever you want to use it to be. So, in respect for them, in a stand up for them, they should be able to come in and speak. And like I said, with respect. We all know respect. But if you place a jungle, don't think people coming in with respect. They gonna talk how you talk. They gonna move how you move. Because a real boss controls the whole room. The whole room. Now, like I said, I don't control the people. I control the room. I control the room. That's it. That's it. Man, I got nothing but love for y'all. Like I said, somebody could go and take a good message or a good thing and say, hey, she probably smoked. Sure did. Sure did. But never off my square. Because I know, when you think about first time impressions, every time I hit this live button, I'm making a first impression on somebody. And I'm not going to risk who I really am for nobody. So, but I'm going to let you know who I really am. That's for everybody. Hey, I got nothing but love for y'all. I definitely want all the queens to wear the crown. You know what I mean? And sometimes you got to wear the boxing gloves. And sometimes you got to wear the, you know what I mean? So you never know, because that's one thing about a woman. You're going to wear all of them. Every hat. Every hat. That's survival of the fittest. But like I said, remember that. And subscribers, remember why you subscribe to somebody. Remember that. And support them. And show them that you're there for the good too. You know what I mean? So that they can pump that. Because sometimes as you have these subscribers and they only there for the mess. But once again, maybe that's how you set yourself. But the ones who like the good, pump that good. And they'll give you what you want. I promise you that. So I love y'all. Good night. About to put on a funny movie. Got my notifications on though in case somebody go live and they can catch me as I'm falling asleep. But I got nothing but love for y'all. I hope everybody have a good night, a better day. I hope something I said made some kind of sense. You know what I mean? Is that my slide? Hey, sis. Selfie queen. Hey, sis. Let me come over here and speak. Crystal. Hey, sis. G5. Now, I know I spoke to you, didn't I? Every time I hear you, I'm ready to jump on a G5. Never been on a G5, y'all. Don't give me the... So now just like Beverly. Oh, thank you. I normally don't even come on at night. But I said, let me come in and give my people some love. It's been rough out here. And it's already rough in this world. We got enough pain. We got enough hurt. I want us to smile again. I smile all the time on here, and I'm thanking y'all for giving me an energy to do that. Because last year I said, I just want to smile for real. Not a fake smile to make the people around you think you're okay. I just want to smile. I want it to come from my heart, where every time you think about what made you smile, it make you smile again. I know what it's like to just want to be heard, understood, appreciated. So damn it, I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it and you all give it back. So we all helping each other in this crazy, crazy world. It's crazy. Sometimes we the crazy in it, but hey, we're not judging up in here. We're not judging up in here. We got the crown on. We got the crown on. And so I mean that. I got nothing but love for y'all, for real. Like I said, but I had to come in and just say thank you. Thank you again. Thank you for giving love, because you all helping me feel better again tonight to go to sleep. Today I used my energy to go back somewhere positive. You know what I mean? Because now I feel so, because it's heavy. It's even heavy to think of people thinking like that. When you're thinking about what they're doing is something special, you just want them to feel that. No matter who it is. Your kids, your spouse, yourself. So, I hope I gave some kind of love. So, RBA says, hey, I hope I gave some kind of love. But I really wanted to come on there and say that. I just wanted to say that, subscribers become moderators. They become they'll follow you. No, I hate following. They'll support you everywhere you go and what you do. They'll buy your merchandise, everything else. So when it comes to these subscribers, stop making these statements or these feelings or these ways and these places where the rest of us who want them to trust and be in a safe place, they're too scared to. So here, if content creators have the power to make subscribers and make people active food for them, as a content creator, I'm going to stand up and say, I'm standing up for those. So that we can have them everywhere, all the good everywhere, instead of them shaking bacon off of the tube, period. So, like I said, We just got to get better. And it's going to be some rainy days. You know what I mean? Sunny days, everybody love them. But can you stand the rain? Look, I turned that to a song, right? But no, seriously, like, it's going to be some rainy days and you're going to, fight some battles and you're going to argue. But let's give back. Let's do good things. Let's help each other. Let's teach each other. Let's reach each other. Like I said, we don't get along. Let's learn how to be, respectful. I don't have weeks and months to be talking about you. I don't. If that's the case, then I'm just going to get on here and tell you my whole personal life. We can spend weeks and months on that. Okay? Because that's going to help me in the long run. Like I told you, I got a war to win, not a battle. And y'all who still fighting a battle, it's going to be a lot of casualties. Remember that. And your war still be unwon. Why waste time? You out here, you somebody. People listen to you, Like I said, guys, good night. I don't know what time it is where you are. I don't even know what mind space you're in right now. But thanks for the love, and I hope you feel my love and know it's real. I really do. But I'm out of here, guys, until tomorrow. Sly, I'm so happy to see you. I told you I'd be in Terry Lynn's chat. I'll never see you. They be like, Sly, hey, Sly. I'll be like, why can't I see her? Why can't I see her? All right, guys. And thanks for loving on each other. Like I said, this is a kingdom. Everybody wear the crown. We equal here. Because that's what we're looking for. So, see you. Good night. Love you.